What is up, guys, and welcome to my Mac. Yes, it's been a long time since I've done a video on my Mac for you guys, and I'm going to show you guys basically what's on my Mac. What are all the programs and apps that I use. I'm not going to go too in-depth with anything. I'm just going to give you guys kind of a brief description or summary of it and then move right along. If there's anything on here that I mentioned that you guys want an in-depth review on, I'll do that possibly in the future, and I'll give you guys a shout out if you want to see something, more in depth. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just jump into this. We'll start out with everything that's on my dock here, and I'll just kind of work my way through all of the stuff that I use. And I'll probably update this video in a few months because I do like to try out a lot of different stuff on my Mac, and I might try it out for a week and then just delete it, or it might be really good and I'll keep it. But we're just going to start running through all this. So the first thing I got on my dock is Daisy Disk. Now, Daisy Disk is the best way to see what's on your hard drives. I have Macintosh RAID here. If you guys didn't know, I have dual SSDs in my Mac Mini in RAID, and this is hands down the best way to see what is taking up space on your hard drives. This Daisy Disk, it's just the way it's put together. It's just gorgeous looking. We can go ahead and select on this. As you guys can see, you can break down everything and see what is all taking up space. You can right click on a section to show it in Finder. So if it's something that you don't think should be on your Mac, you can delete it. Obviously, be very careful with this because you can delete very important things on accident that might really screw things up. But all in all, this is just it's a gorgeous program, and it's the best way to see what is taking up space on your hard drives. Next up, we got Google Chrome. In my opinion, it's the best web browser. I love Google Chrome. So we got Spotify. If you guys don't know what Spotify is, it's kind of like Pandora, but if you get the premium version, it's basically Netflix for music, I guess you could say. You stream it. You can actually download it so you can listen to it while you're not connected to Wi-Fi. You can get the Spotify app for your iPhone, and it's all, basically all linked together, and it's just really nice. I was listening to MGK's CD here, General Admission, while I was uploading the top 10 tweaks video. Absolutely love this album, but literally ever since I got Spotify Premium, I have not pirated any music, and I got Premium, I want to say like in 2012. So ever since I've gotten Spotify Premium, I've never felt the need to download music, which is extremely nice because that way I'm not taking up a bunch of space on my Mac for music. I just got it all on Spotify. You can make playlists, you can browse, you can look, overview of music. You got charts, so like the top 50, top 100 in the world. You got genres and moods, new releases, Discover. You have radio, which is very similar to Pandora Radio. You have your songs, your albums, your artists, your stations. You also can listen to your own local files. So if you have music on your Mac that you want to listen to, you can listen to it right through Spotify, which is really, really cool. You can, like I said, make all your own playlists, and you can actually download the music as well. Spotify is absolutely worth, I think it's like $8 or $10 a month. It's 100% worth the price point. I just absolutely love Spotify. Next up, we have Twitter. It's just the regular Twitter for Mac, I think. I've heard a lot of good things about... Got you by a month? What? I'm not sure. Speaking of Twitter, I just got a notification right there, but I think the Twitter, app here on the Mac it's perfectly sufficient. I have Tweetbot on my iPhone, which I absolutely love. I'm sure I'd really like Tweetbot for Mac, but I honestly don't use Twitter too much on my Mac. I mainly use it for the notifications. And that's pretty much it. If there's like wallpapers or something that I want to tweet that aren't on my iPhone, I'll just tweet them from my Mac, but it works perfectly fine for me. For Gmail, I have Go for Gmail. I absolutely love this Gmail client for the Mac. I think it's really, really good. We got Game Capture HD. This is what I use to capture all of my iPhone screen recordings, also all of my gaming footage for my gaming channel as well. It's a pretty well put together application. It needs to be updated for Mac, I think, but all in all, it's pretty good. Obviously, it's not showing anything because I don't have my Elgato running, but yeah, this is what I literally capture my iPhone on, and I also do for gaming channel. So that's the Elgato. That is Game Capture HD. And then we have OBS, which is Open Broadcast Software, I think is what it's called. Basically, OBS is for live streaming to like Twitch. So if I ever want to live stream any of my Call of Duty, I would use OBS. It's put together very well. You can have everything set up. You can have your overlay, your face cam, obviously your capture card, and then you also do have like audio delays and video delays and lots of stuff you can configure with it. Again, I think it's something that needs to be updated for the Mac, just because I think the Windows version is a lot better. Next up we have Shazam. I'm sure a lot of you know what this is. Basically, you open up Shazam, you click the button, and if there's any music on a radio around you, your Mac is going to use its mic to listen to whatever's playing, and it will look it up for you. So in my office here, my girlfriend has her own desk on the other side, and if she has like Pandora going and there's a song on that I like and I don't want to get up and go and look at what it's called, I'll just use Shazam and it'll look it up for me. A pretty convenient application. We have App Insta for Instagram. I think this is made by the same person that made Go for Gmail. It's just an Instagram app. It's pretty self-explanatory. Next up, we got Steam. If you guys don't know what Steam is, it's basically a bunch of PC games. I have Stranded Deep. I have Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't remember each one. I think I have 3 of them. It's just a bunch of PC games. I really don't do too much gaming on the computer. About the only gaming I really do is Minecraft. That's at the bottom here. Minecraft is absolutely awesome. And plus, since I'm on a Mac Mini, it's not really a gaming machine. It runs Minecraft perfectly. But, you playing like Stranded Deep, you got to dumb down the settings on the graphics a little bit, just because I am on a Mac Mini. I'm on more of a work machine than a gaming machine. So like I said, I got Minecraft, a heavily modded version, and vanilla, and I got all that good stuff on here. I got Skype I pretty much just use for game battles for Call of Duty. So if I'm doing a game battle and I need to talk to a teammate, that might not have a mic, I can use Skype. QuickTime, obviously I'm using that to make this screen recording. We have Pixelmator. This is kind of my graphic editing program that I absolutely love. I like it better than Adobe Photoshop, just because it's not so, it's not super crazy. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. I use Pixelmator to do all of my graphic stuff, all of my thumbnails, pretty much everything. I just love its simplistic kind of style. It's just a lot nicer than Adobe Photoshop, if you ask me. You can't do quite as much as Adobe Photoshop, but it's perfectly sufficient for what I use it for. Next up, we got Screen Taker. This is actually a really cool application. So I've shown this off in the past. So what Screen Taker does, I'll grab onto let's do the top 10 thumbnail. So let's say I took a screenshot on my iPhone. Obviously, this is not the correct dimensions, but I took a screenshot on my iPhone of a tweak, to make the thumbnail, basically what I'll do is airdrop that screenshot onto my Mac, take the screenshot and drop it into here. And as you guys can see, it basically puts it in an iPhone frame automatically. You can change the orientation just like so. You can change the device. You got all the different devices here. You can have different effects. It's really, really nice, and it's all PNG, so that when this exports, or when you save it, it's actual PNG, and it's just really, really high quality. It looks really, really nice. So that is what Screen Taker is. Let's go ahead and clean that up really quick. And then if we go into Launchpad here, I guess I have Premiere, Adobe Premiere. This is what I use to do all of my video editing. I've covered this in the past when I've shown how I actually make videos. I absolutely love Adobe Premiere. It works really, really good, and I just like the style of it on the Mac here. I might do an updated video on Premiere in the future sometime, but that's pretty much everything that's on my dock. So if we go ahead and go into Launchpad here, I do have Memory Clean on here as well. I really like Memory Clean. I'll go up to my status bar here to show you guys. So you guys can see how much RAM is free on my device. So Memory Clean it's just really well put together. You can clean up the memory on your device. You have your app memory, wired, compressed, used, file cache, total. You can clean it up so that you free up some of your RAM. You can unlock the extreme version, which I've never felt the need to do. I just have the free version. I think it works really good, and I just like how it keeps it posted up in my status bar so I can see how much free RAM I have while I'm using my device. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I have Parallels. I do have Windows 10 on here as well. So if a jailbreak comes out and it's only available on Windows, I can still jailbreak. So I do have, Windows completely installed on my Mac. It took up quite a bit of space. It's kind of annoying, but that's what Parallels is I can launch Parallels. It'll basically open my Mac up to being Windows, which is pretty neat. I have App Zapper. App Zapper is pretty cool. I use App Zapper to delete programs that I don't want on my Mac anymore. If you just delete the program and throw it in your trash bin, it usually leaves quite a few files, in your Mac that you didn't see. And App Zapper looks up everything associated with it, so you can delete it all at once. It's actually a really cool program. We got uTorrent. That's where I would download, I guess you could say, pirated music. I don't really use it that much anymore, but you can use it for other things than just music. There's a lot of stuff you can find, like on like Pirate Bay. It's basically just a torrent. That's all uTorrent is. You go on Pirate Bay, you can find whatever you want, and then it'll open up in uTorrent and download. So that's basically what that is. And I think that's for the most part. I have Koi Pond 3D. I'm not going to do that while I'm screen capturing because it's going to really slow my computer down, I think. But basically, it puts a koi pond as your wallpaper. It's actually really, really... Well, screw it. Let's just launch it, see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and launch Koi Pond for you. I guess it's not too bad. Not really losing any frames or anything. If we go up to Koi Pond up in the upper left here, we can change the pond selection. There's a bunch of different stuff to choose from. It's actually kind of cool if you want to just have this like on your Mac when you're not really on it. I don't like having this running at all times, because if I have this running when I'm trying to edit a video, it just it's not the greatest. So let's just apply this. You can change the pond, you can change the fish. There's just a lot of really cool stuff you can do with it. It looks pretty neat. So I'm gonna go ahead and just quit out of that and go back into Launchpad here. Scribe, I need to delete that. I don't use it anymore. We got Blackmagic disk speed test to see how fast your hard drives are running. I'll go ahead and run this for you guys just so you can see what my hard drives are doing in RAID mode. It's pretty crazy. They really transfer data around pretty damn quick, not gonna lie. It's pretty insane. So disk speed test basically just measure how fast your hard drives are running, which is pretty cool. And I think that's pretty much it on my Mac for now. I have a bunch of parallel stuff in here that links through other Mac apps. Got the Adobe Application Manager, Adobe, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much all the core stuff I use. I have Messenger for Facebook too. I forgot about that. So we got Messenger for Facebook, and that's it. That's everything on my Mac currently. Like I said, if there's anything you guys want me to cover in the future, just let me know in the comments, and I might do an individual, review of the application or program on my computer and give you a shout out in video. That'd be kind of cool. If you guys want this wallpaper, I will leave a link for it in the description. I'm sure a lot of you are going to want this wallpaper. It's pretty damn sick. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed What's on My Mac 2016. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot here at the channel. And if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.